Now, the last thing I want to go over in this particular section is light workers, because you hear that phrase, you hear that term. It's actually something that since the beginning of my ministry, I've been very, very passionate about, mainly because of all these different things that people, claim to be or are, because you just never know sometimes when, for me, I get confused when someone comes in and they start throwing out all their titles at me, but then every time we talk, they're not light, they're not love, and they're very judgmental and they look down on people because they're this or that. And so it's actually really rare that I meet people who claim these titles and aren't just doing it to collect, right? And that's where I've actually met a couple people here and there who are like, I'm a starseed. This is what it means. This is what I'm doing with it. And I'm like, wow, okay. See, now, as long as I know you exist, I'm not going to just write this off because it's messed up of me, right? To just be like, all right, guys, like, okay, these all sound like the same thing. But as I look at it, as I read it, I can see maybe each person has their specialization, right? Like crystal children. No, everybody's gifted. And this is what I'm saying. When you look for the information to say, where did all this come from? It's been getting more and more popular because of the internet. But I think it was really the indigo children that were the most popular. And now, like, all these children are said to be the children of each generation on some sites, and then other sites say otherwise. Whatever you identify with, just make sure you know where it comes from, what it means. Because if you're just saying I'm an indigo because I think differently, but you're not taking on the job of bringing about positive change in the world, and then you get frustrated with me when I say, well, you're a light worker. And you say, no, 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 I'm an indigo. And it's like, indigos are light workers. So listen to this. Light workers are individuals who are believed to incarnated on Earth with the purpose of spreading love, light, and positivity. They are here dedicated to serving humanity and the planet. They are seen as spiritually awakened. They engage in healing, teaching, and other forms of spiritual or humanitarian work, and they're highly valued for their dedication to this work. They are seen as being instrumental in facilitating healing, transformation, and a spiritual awakening on a global scale. Do you understand why I say I'm a light worker? I don't need another title. I just know I'm doing my fucking job. Whatever your title is, be that. Now, what I want to talk to here, though, is the people who are listening to this and they're going, Grace, who are you talking to? I'm talking to those people first before they want to come in and try to say a bunch of stuff, because I'm not trying to dismiss them. The reason I'm speaking this way is because I need it to be clear that those of you who might just be pure twins or have some other gifting, because I'm going to go over some more stuff in a minute, if you're so wrapped up in trying to figure this stuff out, but you're not being a light worker, that's where you're going wrong. If you are one or more of these things, like a rainbow star seed child, light worker, earth angel, but you feel like almost like you need to go get a bunch of spiritual education, but not actually do the spiritual work. Have you ever met an academic who's never actually been to where they study, and they can talk about it, but they don't know the people, and they can teach, all kinds of stuff about it, but they don't actually know what it's like to live a day there? You don't want to become that person to the people around you if your job is to spread light and love to everything that you touch or have control over or access to. That's my only issue with the people who claim all these titles but don't do anything, is that you're confusing everyone else.